everyone. I'm coming to share my design team project for Dotsstudiodesigns, and this is my first one. I am so honored to be asked. It is a fabric covered journal. It is 4.5 by 8.5. It has 5 signatures, and this is the side. It is using the digital kit, so the Celestial digital kit. And I seen it and I was just like, oh, I gotta make a journal with that. So it has part of the poem from Aaron Hansen, "What If I Fall? Oh my darling, what if you fly?" And it is closed with a sari silk ribbon. And guys, I am going to answer the 10 crafty questions. I was tagged in it by Angela Kerr, who is such a sweet lady. So I'm going to flip through and answer the questions at the same time, hopefully. Everything in here is pretty, I think, I don't have anything too outrageous in here. So I did make folders for the signatures so the pages can be blank. And the folders holds all the pockets and the flips or whatever, belly bands or whatever. And then you have all the blank pages in the middle. All the ephemera is from the Celestial kit. And the nebula pages that I use, they are from another Etsy seller, but I can't remember. I have a digital kit and I bought it, oh guys, like almost 5 months ago. I don't remember. So if I can find it, I will definitely link it below, and I will definitely link Dotsstudiodesigns kit because it is really, really pretty. So here we go. What is your name? My name is Tanya Samuels. How did you come up with your YouTube name? Guys, my life is pretty hectic, so I wanted something simple, and I didn't want it to be the same name as my Instagram name, because I felt like my Instagram name should have just been my name, but I didn't do that. So I just put it as Tanya Samuels. And yeah. And it says, what is your favorite craft? Well, my favorite craft is actually paper crafting. I can't say it is just junk journals and journaling, because I love mini albums. I love making things with paper. So it would have to be paper crafting for me, because I love all of them equally. So it's paper crafting for me. Then it says, it says your favorite place to shop. My favorite place to shop for craft supplies would have to be, guys, I got so many. Joann's, Michael, and Hobby Lobby for craft supplies. But I guess I would have to say Michael's and Joann's over Hobby Lobby's, because you can stack your coupons. In Hobby Lobby, you can only use their coupon. So so it would have to be those. And then, like, to do ephemera and fabric, stuff like that, it would probably have to be thrift stores and eBay. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's it. Okay. What are your top 5 crafty YouTube channels? Okay, so I have 2 of them that are not junk journalers, and I have 3 that are. So the 3, and I'm going to answer mine just a little bit different. This is a belly band. This is from the encyclopedia. I had a space encyclopedia that had space, so I just put that in there. This goes like this, and this pulls out like that, and it is a pocket, and inside like this as well. So so how I got started was a lady named Sharon Ayala, and she has 2 YouTube channels. Her first one is what is it? It is crocheting, and when I was learning to crochet, I used her channel a lot, because she doesn't crochet like scarves and blankets and stuff. She crochets amigurumi, which is like stuffed animals and balls and stuff like that, toys basically. So don't ask me to crochet anything useful like a scarf, mittens, or hats or anything like that. I think it's the repetition that kills my joy when I crochet those things. So I hate to do it, and they always turn out whack. So she had me hip to it. She was, and then I looking at her other channel, which is Where the Gnomes Live, and it's a miniature channel for like doll houses and stuff like that. And she made this miniature here, guys, she made this miniature junk journal, and I was like, what is a junk journal? So I YouTubed it, and I came across Gail Agostinelli, and she was making, in the video that I came, was an altered book. So she is responsible for my first altered book, Gail Agostinelli. And then, of course, I kept on researching, and I was inspired by Nick the Booksmith, of course. And then I kept on looking, and we have Artie Mays. I mean, she, her digital kit is what I fell in love with. I didn't even know you do digital kits or anything like that on Etsy. And her Alice in Wonderland kit was the first one that I purchased from her. And the rest is history. So my last one, her name is My Froggy Stuff. And she does like dollhouse stuff with Barbies and stuff like that. And the girl is amazing. I mean, she's not a girl, she's a lady, but y'all, she is so talented. And anything she does, I'm going to watch. I just think it's amazing, the stuff that she comes up with. So those are my favorite. What is your favorite color? So I have two favorite colors. My favorite color is actually green, grass green. And you're like, Tanya, what is grass green? These are backed on watercolor paper. Just in case you wanted to do a little bit of watercoloring. Grass green is that really, really, really pretty green, not emerald green, but the really, really pretty green that you see in the springtime, you know. So that is grass green. And this is a pocket like this, and it opens up like that. And my other favorite color is navy blue. So those are my two favorite colors. Favorite craft tool. Okay, so y'all, hopefully, you know, I'm not bending the rules too much, but my favorite craft tools, things that I cannot live without, are my paper trimmer, the We Are Memory Keepers scoreboard, not the paper trimmer part, but the actual scoreboard, and then the new binding thing from We Are Memory Keepers, because guys, when you punch the holes in your pages, and maybe because I'm just like, you know, new to this, it gets me so, I get anxiety really, really bad that they're not going to line up right or whatever thing. So this thing right here, y'all, it has made my life so much easier. So those are my favorite tools. Can't live without those. So this is just a tag. All of them are just plain, guys. They're just plain because, you know, I figure that you can put your pictures on there or do whatever you want. This is just a page from the encyclopedia. Next one, who is responsible for your crafting? Who is responsible for my crafting is, I would have to say, two people. My mother. Although my mother does not do craft things like me, she is a chef and she does amazing things in the kitchen. So when I was younger, she would like make these desserts, and then she would put them in like the pudding and champagne glasses, and she would put like Cool Whip on top with cherries, and she would stick it in the refrigerator, and it would just be so cool. And I was like, oh, my mom is so awesome. So my mom, and since my mother worked and my dad worked when I was little, I stayed with my aunt, and her name is Anita, and she was a stay-at-home mom. And she literally taught me so much. I mean, she taught me how to cook and she taught me how to craft. She was always making things and it was just amazing. And so I owe that to them. I really do. And it says, how old were you when you got started? Y'all, I was super young. I mean, I was the girl who, I mean, guys, I don't know how old. I guess from the time I could walk, write, and maybe write. You know, I've always been interested in art. I was the girl who took her Barbies and literally made a dollhouse out of books and made furniture, and that was me. And I used to get on my sister's nerves, but definitely me. So, and it says, what is your favorite craft so far? Oh, guys. Well, okay. So my favorite craft so far, and I told you guys already, which I kind of already answered that question, but is definitely this is just a envelope, guys. I sewed that, but it's okay. It's an envelope, and then it has another encyclopedia page in there. What was the question? What is your favorite craft so far? Okay, so my favorite craft so far is definitely paper crafting. Yeah, I love paper crafting. So you guys know that I cannot distinguish between a junk journal and a mini album. To me, they go hand in hand. Everything I do when I do mini albums, I have to incorporate some journaling space, and when I do a journal, I have to incorporate some mini album elements as well. So yeah, so hopefully that wasn't too long, and hopefully you guys like the journal, and I hope you guys could see why I was flipping through it, and I hope it wasn't too distracting. Just a mini envelope. Yeah. So yeah, so I